Hey Resinators, so I think that I just made one of my favorite resin creations to date. So if you want to see how I did it, stay tuned. Okay, besties, so I hope you all have been doing fantastic. Today, I wanted to throw together a tutorial on how I made this adorable pink and pearl flower bowl, whatever, container with a lid. I love this so much. Of course, I had to start out with crystal clear Let's Resin. It's a great resin if you guys want something that's not too thick, not too thin, and it has plenty of work time. Now, one of my biggest tips when it comes to working with this resin is to make sure that you measure the 1:1 ratio using a measuring cup or something, because you definitely want to make sure that you have equal parts hardener and equal parts resin. Now, I will say that I have noticed that if you have just a little bit more hardener, it honestly doesn't hurt anything. Also, when you're mixing, make sure that you go really slowly so that you can avoid getting those really annoying micro bubbles. All right, so for this project, as soon as I was done mixing my resin, I had to get right to it because I had a lot to do. So I poured my resin into 2 separate cups because I wanted to make one of the colors a pinkish red tone that was opaque. And then the other one, I wanted to be the same tone, but really translucent and glittery. When you're working with resin, please make sure that you have all of the supplies that you're gonna use out before you mix the resin, because once you mix it, then you only have a certain amount of time to work with before it starts curing. With this resin in particular, I would say you got a good about 45 minutes before it starts getting too thick to work with. So trust me, make sure that you have all of the inks and all of the powders and all of the cups and mixing sticks and everything out before you start mixing the resin. So for this lid, I actually tried a new technique. I always just put the sticker directly onto the mold, but of course then I have to find something to seal the stickiness once I demold. So for this one, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put some crystal clear resin down first and then put the stickers directly on top of that. That way there's no sticky residue at the end, and that saves me a lot of work in the long run. So I got these stickers on Amazon, guys, and they are so beautiful and they're so realistic. I absolutely love these. And of course, you guys know I love my butterflies. I use these in like almost every one of my creations. And I also got those from Amazon as well. I have the links to all of this stuff in my link tree, so make sure that you check it out. And I also have some exclusive coupon codes there. So if you want to try making your own resin art, be sure to check out my link tree. So anyways, guys, for this lid, I was just feeling extra girly. So, you know, I love pink, I love flowers and butterflies, and I kind of had to overdo it and top it off with pearls. So I lined the entire rim of this lid with these adorable pink pearls. Now, yes, I definitely should be wearing gloves, and I highly recommend you guys wear gloves. It's not very safe for me to be working with resin without gloves, but I am really careful and I rarely have any spills. But either way, I highly recommend wearing gloves, or else you're gonna end up with resin all over your hands. So for this lid, I decided to pour just enough resin to touch the pearls to keep them in place, because I knew that if I poured too much, they would be floating all around. And then once that cured, I went in with another layer of crystal clear resin to get over the entire top of the lid and give it that beautiful glossy finish that we all love. Then I placed the base of this container on my turntable because I love the swirled look it gives. So guys, when it came to the mold day, I was freaking out because honestly, this is one of my favorite resin creations to date. I love pink, I love all of the designs. So I was so ready to see how it turned out. I'm not gonna lie, the base is not the exact color that I was going for. I actually wanted it to be a little bit lighter of a pink, and it kind of leaned a little bit more into the red side. But I think that the red glitter on the lid kind of tied it all together. So you guys have to let me know what you think about these final results. Oh, and yeah, I want to mention that for this lid, as you can see, some of the resin spilled over because I put a little bit too much of the crystal clear, but I had my handy dandy flush cutters that I also got on Amazon, link in the bio. And these things are amazing for cutting out any of your excess resin that kind of spills over the side of a mold. Super easy to work with, super sharp, and I love these. And they're really cheap too. Once you get it cut off, just give it a little bit of sanding to get rid of the rough edges. And here you have a perfectly made flower butterfly pearl bowl container, or whatever you want to call this. So you guys have to let me know what you think about the final results. I swear my inner child is freaking out with this one. So if you love this as much as I do, make sure to drop plenty of pink emojis in the comments to show me that you're a true supporter. Also guys, if you want to see more of these tutorials, let me know in the comments and I will whip some more up for you because I really like making these for you guys. I just don't know if you want to see them. All right, my loves, as usual, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your support, and I will see you in the next video. Stay kind, stay amazing, and keep on resonating. Peace.